it's time to configure a file archive storage device and storage location. Storage devices store archive data. Storage locations are archive data repositories. The first step is to configure a storage device. To do so, select Archiving from the navigation tree on the left and then select the Connectors tab in the top middle portion of your screen. From the Storage Devices section, click Add to the right of the window. The dialog box will pop up regarding the device type. File system will be automatically selected. Leave it and then click Next. Now, type in a name for the location. The next step is to browse out to the data path where you plan to save the data. Here, you'll note that we've already created all of the folder structures ahead of time. Now, let's copy the UNC path. And then let's paste it into the data path field in the dialog box. Now you'll see that a login and password field appear. First, let's paste the login for this path. Then input the password. At this point, it's time to validate the path by clicking the Test button. When the success screen appears, click OK. Then click Save back in the dialog box. Now navigate to the Locations section in the middle of the screen on the Connectors tab. Then click Add to the right of the window. The Data Format dialog box should appear. Here, select File Archive. Now click Next. In the Archive Location dialog box, input a name. Then go ahead and give it a description if needed. When it comes to single instance storage, leave it set to global. This will enable SIS across users archived to this location, which means that if multiple users receive multiple copies of an identical attachment, only one copy will be stored. Account level would enable SIS on an individual user level. Options also exist here to enable dual login protection and invisible to regular users. Dual login protection ensures that access to the local storage location in search requires authorization of a second individual. Invisible to regular users can be enabled if you want to hide this location from end users within search. Leave these as is. Now, let's move down to the Archive Data Store field in order to select the drop-down. Here, choose File Archive. In the box to the far right of the Archive Data Store, type in Data. Note, we've already created the folder structure for these items. In the Attachment Data Store drop-down, choose the option for File Archive. In the box to the far right of the Attachment Data Store drop-down, type in ATT. Now let's browse out to the directory for the audit path. Now let's copy the path and paste it into the audit field within the dialog box. You will see that a user ID and password field appear. Insert the user ID, then insert the password. Now select the Test button in order to validate the credentials. When the success box appears, click OK. Back at the Archive Location dialog box, click Save. Click Save one more time in the bottom left corner of the Connectors tab. This concludes the video for configuring a file archive storage device and storage location.